When I beat you on power rule, you going to bed, nigga. That's gonna teach you to respect real niggas.
Don't get tucked in. What's it?
Bitch, I got money now.
What's the deal, DNTV fam? I need everybody to go show support to my boy Chakra.TV and subscribe. This is his backup channel. YouTube and took out his main channel. They was hating on the boy. And while you over there, cop yourself some miracle food. Check out chakra.org. Get yourself some FCA yoga. Cop yourself some miracle tea. See what else is on the website. And first thing and foremost, also subscribe to my boy. We got to help build his channel back up. They can't slow us down, and they're going to do whatever they can to try to silence the truth. It's the boy Dwayne McClain, Dwayne McClain TV. And if you're looking to get promotion on the channel, please email patrock1982@gmail.com. That's to book your interviews. That right there is to get your YouTube shorts on the channel, community posts. You know, we work with all ranges from artists to small businesses, any business. If you want to get your promotion, please email patrock1982@gmail.com. What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Back again with another video, and shouts out to the DNTV fam. And today we bringing back White Dude Wednesdays. I know I need to bring them back. Even though the heat never stopped, we stay exposing white people. I expose a few white people, but I want to give them back their special day. It had that zine to it. Even got LeBron James using my stuff, talking about he would hear something about White Boy Wednesday. We're listening to nothing but white boys all day. LeBron know he listen to my content and watch my videos. All right. So today's video is going to be about these dudes right here. If y'all know who these are, these ugly, snake, reptile, pasty, weird looking, batty boy, Chi-Chi man, muff, are the Rolling Stones. These are the Rolling Stones. I only know two of their names, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. The other two dudes, we're just going to call them White Guy and White Guy. I'm pretty sure somebody in the comment section knows their name. Now, I'm exposing these guys because, I don't know, I was just going through rock stars. I was doing a video on the Foo Fighters, which is dropping next Wednesday. You know, we might end up just dropping it early this week because, you know, I need the content. We got to have content that lasts us for the next 10 years, you know what I'm saying? So we going to have to make videos regardless. So, but I was doing a video on the Foo Fighters, and I noticed, I'm like, hey, this stuff, this satanic stuff, this satanic cult that's going on in Hollywood has been going on for a very, very, very long time. All right. It's been going on before the TV came on, but especially now, these dudes are old as fuck. All these motherfuckers is old. That lets me know, hey, how the hell these niggas are still old? And you know what I'm saying? Y'all got terrible diets. Got to be that adrenochrome. And here it is, plain as day. These weirdos are down with them boys. It's the same mass party that we always see in the movies. All right, you see him here. One dude got the white and the black checkerboard Masonic pattern, but it's the same mass party that these dudes are wearing, the propaganda that they wear in the movie Eyes Wide Shut, that they also wore into the Illuminati ball. If you go on Google right now, type in Illuminati ball, which I'm doing the video on, you will see these people are wearing similar masks. They go to these masquerade parties. All right. Now, here's some more background information or background photos to add proof to my argument that Rolling Stones down them boys. You see Mick Jagger here rocking the white and black checkerboard Masonic pattern. I'm really starting to associate that pattern is very, very satanic. It's always associated with Satanism. You know what I'm saying? Always. I hate that it's on the chessboard. Chessboard is the only place I give it a pass. Anywhere else I see that, I'll be like, okay, yeah, they down them boys heavy. You know what I'm saying? Here he is again, rocking the suit in the 70s. Him looking at some chocolate, lady. Oh, you want some chocolate? But you can't have that chocolate, man. Mick Jagger, sit your white ass down. Pasty ass, you can't have that chocolate in that black woman. Here he is throwing up that 666 hand sign. Very popular hand sign. You know what I'm saying? You rarely see people the day-to-day throwing it. Back in the day, when I was like in the 90s, everybody would do this because it was the okay sign, but you rarely see it now. And the only people you see do it is the celebrities. Here's Mick Jagger with... Boy, that man look weird as hell. This dude like every bit of an ape. He looked just like Caesar from Planet of the Apes. You see him rocking the all red. You know when they rock the all red, they are, you know, associating themselves with the devil. Now here's Keith Richards. He played Jack Sparrow's dad in Pirates of the Caribbean. You see him doing the one-eye symbolism, plain as day, the score ring. You know what I'm saying? Keith Richards. I'm telling you, these dudes been smoking cigarettes and doing drugs their whole life for 80 years and they're alive. Only white people can do that. Niggas, we do that, we dying. Here's Keith Richards in his younger years doing the one-eyed symbolism. You know what I'm saying? Then here he is again, taking another weird cryptic photo. I think this is his mid-years. This man been old for a long time. He got like a devil ring on, and he has a score ring on. Let me do a zoom in for y'all so I can see if that's a devil ring or not. Nope, it is clearly just a regular score. It looks like it could be like some type of gargoyle or something. All these people are all cryptid, weird, witchcraft, warlock, satanic Satanists who do all a bunch of weird stuff behind closed doors. Here's Keith Richards again, who needs old, doing the one-eye symbolism and still smoking cigarettes. Man, y'all, these niggas can smoke cigarettes forever and not die. I'm telling y'all, I'm not about to get off topic. I'm about to tell y'all a story about a man named Jimmy. Remind me to tell y'all about the story of a man named Jimmy later on my Illuminati talks. But that's not the meat and potatoes of this video. All right, so I had to show y'all those guys doing, you know, a bunch of satanic symbolism so it can add to my argument, so I can get you guys to the main point of this video, to let you guys know that they've been doing this satanic stuff in the entertainment industry since the beginning of the time, since the 60s. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go back to the 30s on their ass too, y'all. I'm telling you, I got shit to go back to the 30s. You know what I'm saying? I got shit from the 1900s. We can go back to the pages. You know what I mean? The paintings. But the Rolling Stones have been down them boys since the very early times. They actually had an album called Their Satanic Majesties Request. And it's real, you know. There it is. Their Satanic Majesties Request. This was an actual album that released in 1965, 1967. I know I have it coming up in the next slide. But yeah, it released really early in the times. That's why I had to show y'all all the other symbolism that the celebrity, well, at least that the Rolling Stones were doing, to show y'all the continual pattern that these guys done this in the 70s, the 60s, and you got rappers in 2022 still doing the same stuff. All right. Now, their Satanic Majesty Request, we're going to go through this entire album, just breaking out this album and just pointing it out to the fact that how deep the Rolling Stones was and how bold they were in the 60s and 70s to drop an album like this. So when y'all see rap videos that are heavily full of satanic imagery, just know it's been going on since the beginning of the time, to where back in the day, they'll drop an album, say my Satanic Majesty Request, and nobody will catch eye of it. You know, these guys are here, the big top dogs back in the day. Y'all don't understand how big the Rolling Stones was. Now, it said the Satanic Majesty's Request is the 6th British and 8th American studio album by the English rock band, the Rolling Stones, released in December 1967 by Decca Records. He would have be Decca Records. Anyways, in the UK, and by London Records in the US. It is a first release in identical version to both countries. The album title is a play on Her Britannic Majesty's Request and requires text that appears inside a British passport. What? Anyways, anyways, man, but that's what it is right now. I want y'all to notice that their Satanic Majesty's Request is their 6th album by them. You know what I'm saying? The 8th as well. You know, you cut the 8 in the middle, you got 33. You know, 2 3s, put them in front of each other, make it 8. That's the significance of the 8. And you see it dropped December 8th, 1967. You know, I didn't even want to go into adding all the dates up, but I really just want y'all to know that, hey, these people dropped an album called The Satanic Majesty's Request, and I'm pretty sure if y'all add all those dates up, y'all will come up with some crazy gematria stuff, and you know, that will lead you to somewhere. But for the purpose of this video, just know these guys actually went full blown and dropped the album titled that. All right, now you see that says December Children. You know, the Satanic Majesty's Quest, Between Buttons, Beggar's Banquet, Out of Our Heads. They just had a lot of weird album names. But their Satanic Majesty Request is something that I haven't heard the entire woke community ever speak on. I have never heard nobody speak on this. I'm pretty sure this video's out, but as the recent 5 years, I ain't seen nobody pointing this out. This is new for me, and I'm the hood Illuminati man, y'all. When I found out about this album, I'm like, yo, they actually dropped the album titled this? I'm the hood Illuminati man. I ain't know this. Shame on the guild, man. I'm putting shame on the on the set. Now it shows here that the Satanic Majesties, that's what they called it, received mixed reaction from critics and members of the group itself. They almost criticized it being derivative of the contemporaneous works of the Beatles, particularly their June 1967 release, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which similarly extending to the LP's cover. In subsequent decades, however, it has gradually risen in critical reputation. Following the album release, the Rolling Stones abandoned their psychedelic style for a stripped-down return to their roots in blues music, aka music black people created. And that album that they're copying by the Beatles' June 1967 release, Sgt. Pepper, Lonely Hearts Club Band. Let me tell y'all about that album by the Beatles. Guess who was on that album? I showed y'all this video yesterday. It all connecting. Y'all see that? That was the same album the Beatles dropped that had Aleister Crowley's face on it. All right, so the Beatles dropped the album that had Aleister Crowley's face on it, and the Rolling Stones wanted to copy it. That's why the Satanic Majesties Request looks very similar to the Lonely Hearts album by the Beatles. And the Beatles had satanic imagery on there as well by even adding Aleister Crowley's ugly ass face to it. Now, this is the Beatles. Y'all already see how the Beatles give it up. You see the one-eye symbolism, and they even got the little pedophile squiggly behind the dude. You know what I'm saying? They next. They not next, but they next. I ain't about to, I got other people. And you see them throwing up the same symbolism that the Rolling Stones were just throwing up. And this image came out way, way back in the day. So they've been doing this for a long time. Now, back to the moral of the story. These dudes, the Satanic Majesties Request, this album right here just had a bunch of crazy images on it. First thing we got to notice on there, that is out front of the cover, they had Saturn in the back. Now, you see right there, you see that red Saturn. Now, we all know that everything goes back to Saturn. All this devil worship shit, Baphomet, everybody goes back to Saturn. Saturn, Saturday, Satan, all that goes back to Saturn. Saturn's, I think is the main culprit behind all this. Now, when you type in the god Saturn in the internet, you pull up images like this. It's always going to be a man eating a baby. Just go on Google right now, type in Saturn God. It's going to be a man eating a baby. And these are here going to be some of the images I'm going to use for my Saturn video breakdown. So y'all be prepared for that and use a mental note for that. All right. So Saturn basically was a Greek god who was told that, hey, one of his kids are going to dethrone him. So he started eating his kids. So that's why every time you see a picture of the god Saturn, the dude's eating the baby. All right. And that really was just an interesting story for them to slide in adrenochrome stories. They just basically just had to give the man a motive on why he wants to eat babies. And in reality, these people just want to eat babies for the adrenochrome. But anytime you see an image of Saturn, you're going to see creepy images like this of a giant eating a baby with a sickle. See, Saturn is supposed to be the father of time, basically supposed to also be the image of the Grim Reaper. And let me tell you something, time is what kills everybody. Ain't no stopping it. But the main thing that this whole entire thing is this main thing that they want and they fiend for is the baby blood. That's where this all comes from. So seeing Saturn, these images of him cutting up a baby and doing all this stuff is just a neat way for them to throw in baby blood drinking adrenochrome. So that's why when you see on the back or the front cover of their album cover, you see that Saturn in the back, letting you know that, hey, we worship the Baphomet god, and you aka Saturn. And y'all see this image right here. You see it? Got the goat, the Saturn. This is an old image. You see that? So I'm pretty sure somebody in the comment section, very educated out there will be like, hey, Dwayne, you're wrong about that. Wherever I'm wrong at these videos, y'all correct me. I'm all cool with learning and, correcting my mistake in the next video. It's, hey, we only get better every video, all right? All right, so like I said, I'm going to save some of this information for, my Saturn breakdown. Y'all be prepared for that. But just notice that Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun. What was this album? It was their 6th album released in England, all right? The 8th studio album in America, but 6th album. Remember, you got your 666, all right? And also, they had an image on the inside of the book, all right? Or inside the album. And on the inside of it, there was this pentagram or this weird, crazy image of this like maze and this pentagon and everything like that. And had all these weird, crazy images of it. All right? It was really big. Like I said, I don't know if it was like that. Like, it was like a record or something. I don't know, but it was a big, crazy looking image of it. But at the bottom, in the middle of it, it looked just like this symbol here. Y'all know what this symbol is? This symbol right here is what's at the bottom of Saturn. All right, that little symbol right there, which is where you get all that from. All right, so that is the reason why they had it on the very back or in the middle of this album or this template. Now, I did a few zoom ins. As you can see, you see Saturn right there at the very top. And I was wondering what these crazy pictures is. I probably have to do a separate, maybe like a boring day. If I get like bored, I could just go through, I could do like a separate video and go through and see, what all these images are. But from what I picked out and what I did see off the fly, I did see the Saturn at the top. I did a zoom in. They got the checkerboard print pattern right there. They got the 2 twin pillars. So there is some Masonic imagery right there on the album titled Satanic Majesties Request. So there is some imagery right there. Now back to the cover of it. It's like I said, it looks really weird out the gate. Now the dude in the middle with the moon's thing on his head, little crescent moon on his hat. Who does that look like the most to y'all? I want y'all to think deep. All right, I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds. Okay, let me wait. Who y'all think? Who does that remind y'all of when he got a little thing on his head? All right, I know y'all want to say a wizard, but which wizard? Y'all see that little thing? Who's remind you of? They recently y'all know that this is Satanic Majesties request that they are doing a big time ritual. They doing a bunch of sorcery and witchcraft. So, but that is exactly what Mickey Mouse looks like. So if you got Mickey Mouse, you just won 10 points. And that's what Mickey Mouse thought of. Now I said, well, who else had a hat? I like, damn. Mickey Mouse had that goddamn hat on. So a dude wore this hat, and just like this on an album called Satanic Majesties Request, Disney drops this mouse to dress just like them in all red, just like the devil. Y'all gotta peep that shit. What I point out, all red. And this book and this video, this movie it came from is called The Sorcerer's Apprentice. From the it's a short from the movie Fantasia. So the Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mickey is dressed in all red with that little moon swoop on his head, you know what I'm saying, the crescent moon with the pentagram. And that whole entire thing of Fantasia is like a goddamn some weird imagery or satanic imagery on there. So the movie Fantasia was first released as a theatrical road show that was held in 13 cities across the U.S. between 1940 and 1941. So the Rolling Stones are actually copying Mickey Mouse. They had an album titled Satanic Majesties Request in 1967. Mickey Mouse movie Fantasia dropped around 1940. They are dressed like Mickey Mouse on an album titled Satanic Majesties Request. Let that sink in. Why I think Disney's always showing us magic? Them niggas be worshiping the fucking devil doing Satanism. When they show y'all Mickey doing that shit, Mickey was doing Satanism. You know what I'm saying? That magic, that wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Disney is number one big occult. All these people ain't nothing but down with the occult. And all the occult do is hide what the fuck they really do behind closed doors, which is high level, blood magic, sacrificial magic, doing wild shit. All right? Now I want y'all to peep one thing about this. I'm just showing y'all this one paragraph. Just peep this right here about the movie Fantasia, all right? Just peep the number 2,000 years right there. So just know that's the movie Fantasia. Now I'm about to show y'all this. Y'all see that 2,000 man and 2,000 light years from home? These are the track listings from the Satanic Majesties Request. You see it has a citadel and another land. She's a rainbow. 2,000 light years from home. Man, all that whole entire album was weird. I listened to the whole album. The whole album was weird. You know what I'm saying? They be putting that shit in your head and all types of shit. You can't trust them niggas. But I'm showing y'all that 2,000 correlated with each other. Maybe I might be reaching with that. I don't know. But anyway, let's go back to Mickey, man. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all that, hey, that shit was nothing but sorcery. So you see here, it start out with the old man with the same hat, but he wearing summoning what? Something out the smoke. Summoning what? Like a little demon or something out the smoke, right? He's pulling out the smoke. He's pulling it out. And then it turns to something, right? And it looked like it turned to like something evil at first. When I first seen it, like, yo, what the hell? Because I don't remember watching this as a kid. I remember watching it as a kid, but I don't remember watching it as a kid. And they would show y'all this shit on TV like it's normal and show us this stuff like, hey, this is okay. And you see what he pulled up? It pulled up a fucking little demon, and it slowly, gradually just turns to like a butterfly or something. You know what I'm saying? So it shows the man using his powers and shit, summing up stuff, the same stuff that they be doing here with us. And you know what I'm saying? Around the world and stuff. And they showing y'all that. And I'm only putting this in the video so I can have a reason why them dudes had that hat on. Showing y'all, hey, these dudes is doing this shit from this Disney movie. All right? It all connects. It all connects. And then we look, Pete Gang, look, we got Mickey doing the devil horns and all red with that hat on. And he did that. He threw the devil horns up quite often throughout this thing. All right? Now, like I said, I'm only showing y'all that shit just so we can connect to why those dudes had on their head and to point out that these niggas is all doing a bunch of magic behind closed door. They Satanic Majesties Request. Come on now. Now, this album also had another image where Buddy was sitting down with his arms crossed up and folded up. Now, I got to show you how often that is. Now, that is also coming from the god Osiris and Aleister Crowley. Wakanda Forever. You know, that X stands for death unknown. X is the 24 letter alphabet. 2 + 4 is 6. So they doing that crossing the arms. That right there is that symbolism for it. That's why you got the little Nas X. You know what I'm saying? Think about all the time you see that X pop up. X-Men. You know, the mark of the beast supposed to be like an X. All right? So that's why when you see this dude in the album cover, he's throwing that up. He's letting y'all know who he's down with it set. And I'm also about to show y'all a few times I've seen throughout, you know, history and other times I caught other celebrities throwing the X up. Mostly rock stars doing that shit. All right? Here's Keith Richards again. Rainbow. You know what I'm saying? And he's on this Backstreet Boy shit. The X thrown up. You know what I'm saying? Here is, I think Queen doing the X again. You know what I'm saying? The X over the arms. This right here is, what's that dude from Kiss? He doing the, Gene Simmons doing the 666 with the devil horns. All right, I don't know who this dude is. I think it's from some white dude throwing the X's up. You know what I mean? And Rolling Stone, the album, period. Not the album, the magazine and the band are two different people. All right, so just know that. But the Rolling Stone is notorious for having 666 hand sign. We're actually going to do a separate video on this. Y'all actually getting a glimpse of all the symbolism that be on that. Y'all see Prince throwing that Masonic hand sign up. I got a lot of good tips on that one. Here's one I found on Rolling Stone magazine. Like I said, I'm going to save for the video, but here's one I had to share now. Look at that. That's some grown man, little boy. What does that look like to y'all when y'all see this magazine cover? What does that look like? Look like some grown man Batty Boy stuff. But Rolling Stone was on the Rolling Stone magazine cover doing some Batty Boy stuff. And look at them hugged up, man on man, being on each other. You know what I mean? So the Rolling Stone always have to have some Batty Boy stuff. And we also got to go in. Hey, before I move forward, Howard Stern, you wrong for this picture, man. You wrong. You be saying the N-word being racist, but this, what you supposed to be, a Highlander or something? Something off of Hercules or something? Yeah, he looked bad as Howard Stern. You got to eat off TV. But anyways, that pretty much point out everything that I noticed about Satanic Majesties request. If y'all notice anything else about this album, let me know. Send it in the comment section. Email me at patrock1982@gmail.com. All weirdos and trolls, please don't email me, man. Y'all be weird. I ain't got no time for y'all, but please email me if you're not weird and want to just give me some information. Now, I'm not done with the Rolling Stones. We got one last thing, and it's only short. You know, they actually had another song called Sympathy for the Devil. Now, you see there where they with the devil pitchfork hand, the little dude in the red mask to the side. Like I said, rock and roll, they was all doing Batty Boy stuff. I'm doing a video on that as well. Just how Batty Boy rock and roll in the 70s were. Even on R&B and blues, those guys were Batty Boys as well, on the black man side. Just that whole entire time from the 60s, 70s to the 80s. I don't know what happened in the 90s, but niggas thought when the 90s came that they just forgot that happened. Like, yo, y'all were Batty Boys back then, and y'all talking shit about the guys today. Y'all, it's terrible. But to the Rolling Stones, they did have a song called Sympathy for the Devil, so it gets worse for the Rolling Stones. They got an album called Satanic Majesties Request, and a song called Sympathy for the Devil. What's up with all this devil talk, man? You know what I'm saying? Here's another image of it. Let y'all know that it's official. You know what I'm saying? That it was an actual song that they had. Now, we're going to go over the lyrics of it. But these dudes, Rolling Stones, man, in their entire entertainment industry, there's a lot of devil worshippers in Hollywood. Last thing I got to say about that. But you see that right there, Sympathy for the Devil, song by the Rolling Stones. And it says, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long years. Stole millions, man's soul and faith. You know what I'm saying? So they basically talking about the devil right there. So basically saying, hey, I'm the devil. Let me introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste, but I'm not around for forever. I stole everybody's soul. Basically talking about Satan stole millions of souls. And I was around when Jesus Christ had this moment of doubt and pain and made damn sure that I don't know. Anyways, washed his hands and sealed his fate. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Basically, these dudes is talking about how they met the devil, man. I listened to the song. It was weird. Stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for a change. Killed Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain. And I rode a tank, held a general's rank when the blitzkrieg raged and the body stank. All right, so basically, Satan just basically, you know, he's been everywhere. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh, yeah. And what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. I watched with glee while your kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. You hear that? They fought for decades for gods they made, man. These dudes dropping some, you know what I'm saying? I shouted out who killed the Kennedys when after all, it was you and me. Let me please introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste, and I laid trap for troubadours who get killed before they reach Bombay. Pleased to meet you, hold you puzzled. And anyways, you get the drift by now by that. And woo-hoo, oh yeah, get down. That's just them doing it, man. Anyways, y'all get what it was, man. Y'all about the album and Sympathy for the Devil. Well, this was a single. The album was Satanic Majesties Request. This was actually just a single. All right. Now, they tried to do some cleanup with an article that they wrote on why they wrote the song. I Roll, you know what I'm saying? Sympathy for the Devil is a rock samba that invites you to understand the devil and is one of the most famous rock songs ever written. In 1968, the Rolling Stones had to start again almost from scratch. In some ways, they did. After the album from the previous year, the Satanic Majesties Request, it was necessary to get back on track and return to rock. The album had been a flop, and its long gestation had compromised the serenity of it. All right, so basically the album flopped. All right. Now it says occultism has never been a point of interest for the Stones, who prefer other kinds of entertainment, especially rituals, and love to provoke through their songs. Sympathy for the Devil was intended to be an analyst of the dark side of humanity, one which allows us to be easily swallowed up by the banality of evil, thereby helping it to accomplish the wickedness it craves. Basically, they just try to play cleanup on this whole devil stuff, man. And it says if you understand the devil within yourself, maybe you can deal with him. And if it's the diabolical Glimmer twins who are pointing this out, maybe there's something truth in the notion. All right, so basically, hey, they give you guys a point there. If you do understand the devil in yourself, the evil in yourself, you can stop that. You know what I'm saying? But these people know they sold their souls to them. They be talking to them. This stuff been going on for a minute. So this whole, you see these rappers in 2022 talking about sold my soul to the devil, I did this. Just know that stuff has been going on since the 60s, since the 70s. This has been going on forever, and the stuff ain't never gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? These guys are going to continue to keep doing this stuff. You see a lady in the middle throwing that hand sign. You know what I mean? But it's my video on the Rolling Stones. I probably could do a part 2 on them. Let me know if y'all want a part 2 on the Rolling Stones. You know, we can do a part 2 on them. Just go through their symbolism throughout the years. I got the Rolling Stones magazine. We're just going to go through all the magazine covers I found that are all Illuminati based. So if you have some Rolling Stones magazine covers or any magazine covers you want to send me, email me at parrot1982@gmail.com. I like to get my stuff in my email because I can select this singularity. We will be launching another Instagram soon, so y'all can start contacting me on Instagram again because I have been locked out my old Instagram. All right, let me know what else I want to see. Hope you guys enjoy White Dude Wednesday. Foo Fighters, like I said, they might be next Wednesday or they might be this Wednesday, but we got some white dudes we got to expose. But they've been acting up and they've been getting away with murder because the only time when a black dude do it is when we make noise of it. But when we see these white guys do it, we just act like we just bat an eye. You know what I'm saying? But it's the boy Dwayne McClain, Dwayne McClain TV, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
You gay. Call nigga Mully, yo, you be mixing up the white with the soda. For me, nigga, know that it's over. Chasing paper like I gotta meet a quota. Stop lying, nigga, you not whipping rovers. What you talking, nigga? Nah, it's not making sense. Call nigga Mully, yo, Call nigga Mully, yo, Call nigga Mully, yo, What you talking, nigga? Nah, it's not making sense. Call nigga Mully, yo, Call nigga Mully, yo, Call nigga Mully, yo, What you talking, nigga? Nah, it's not making sense. Call nigga Mully, yo,